at Canva. So we're going to start here. Basically, I always want to show you how to do things. Free marketing, you know, you have the opportunity to upgrade to the pro version of Canva, but I always like to use products that are free. So as you can see on the screen, I do not have the pro version. I only have the free version of Canva. And we'll just utilize those today. I'll kind of show the differences as we're going through of what your pro version would have you have the ability to do. But I wanted to kind of go over newsletters. This is a really great opportunity for you to have that meaningful value added moment of reaching out to people. So instead of just a little, hey, how's it going? Just checking in text or what have you. This gives you a little more variation. So pop buys are great, like we've done in the past. Text, phone calls, those are great too. Maybe little letters or what have you. But this newsletter is a great way to hit everybody in your list very quickly. So whether that's renters, buyers, sellers, past clients, potential clients, maybe even other agents that you have referral partnerships with. This is a really great opportunity to bring something to them that is more interesting and again, more varied. The great thing about newsletters, when you do these consistently, I actually have about a 30% open rate on my newsletters. And I know that sounds low, like what, 30%, 40%? Actually, 30 to 40% is very good, right? So if you think about all the things all the places that have your email, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Express, like how many times are these people messaging you, these companies messaging you? Some of these are messaging you every single day and it just gets lost in the noise, right? So the great thing is if you're just doing a monthly newsletter, you're not inundating them, but you are getting 12 specific touches throughout the year that again create value for them. It's going to have articles in it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's going to have maybe recipes if you want to do that, or a funny meme, or whatever your clientele or your reputation or your brand is, right? So 30 to 40% is actually very good. I mean, you think about all of those companies that I was mentioning, how many emails you get. How many of those do you actually open, or do you just automatically delete them, or just let them build up in your inbox so that you have 1,000 emails like I do? You know, that is the reality here versus these ones where they're coming from someone they know, and it's much more likely that they're actually going to open it. So that is genuinely a very good open rate. Maybe you can increase yours by playing around with different things that you're including in them to try and really find the right recipe, if you will, for your client base. So we're going to start off with first finding the template. So again, because I am not using the pro version, there are going to be ones that have the little crown next to them, and those ones I'm not going to use. If you ever see a template that you are interested in that is locked and it is in the pro section only, then I do have another video you can look up on YouTube of how to more or less recreate templates from scratch that match the ones that you may like. The fastest thing to do is honestly, though, still just find a pre-made, and a lot of the pre-made free ones are still wonderful. So let's take a look. So I'm going to type in newsletter here, and I'm just going to press enter, and it's going to take me to a bunch of different options here. So here's what I was talking about. This is going to be locked. I'm not going to be able to access this one unless I were to upgrade. So you can see here, it says it wants me to do that, right? However, this one right here, paid, as always with my videos, that just means something in this graphic, probably these pictures, are going to be $1. And if you want to use that, then great. There's nothing that's going to be an issue. And honestly, you're going to probably change the pictures anyway. So here's, if you keep your mouse over it, it's going to scroll for you so you can see what the different pages look like. Coming through here, that one's kind of nice. Great. Monthly newsletter here. That one's pro, so I'm going to bypass that one actually. Let's see. None of these are jumping out at me. Let me find. Ooh, this one's cute though. I like this one. Oh, and that one does kind of look like a little bit of a house related one. Let's see. Maybe we do this one. This one could be good. Doesn't look like there's additional photos or pages on that one, so I'm going to skip it. All right, so let's grab this one. How about? All right. So I just grabbed a random one. We'll see if this one works for us. And if it doesn't, I'm going to show you how you can change that template. So we're going to come in here. I'm going to look at this. Okay, I'm in here. Here's my photos. I can change those. Top newsletters. So this could be a little about me section here. This one I like to put in, your name. So this is going to be, maybe this is going to say July, or let's plan ahead, August newsletter. And then this is going to say, your home with Paul, because that's my little hashtag. Now you can see when I was typing in there, it had some weird spacing in there. It's because the alignment is different. So you can click through these to set up whatever kind of alignment you want. I'm going to put it to just left-hand aligned. Maybe I want to kind of change how that is. Maybe I put a hashtag in there. I'm going to throw my face in there. So I'm going to go to uploads. And you can see I've got some different pictures. Let's throw this guy in here. There's my picture. So again, you just pick whatever photo. If you need to upload, you would just click upload and it's going to pull from all your computer there. So I threw that in, but again, if you want to see, just take something, hover over, right? That's how that works. You can see our lovely headshots from other people in our office. And then, maybe you want this to be your top story. Maybe we're going to change that to a house, or maybe you're going to talk about land in this one, or what have you. As I'm looking, you know what? I actually don't like this template. This isn't going to really make sense for, what I was trying to go for. That's easy. Go back to design. And you're going to click into this section here. So you have templates at the top. They do have little options for you, so you can do that. Email newsletter, that might be a good variation. Maybe you want to type in something else, real estate newsletter. They just have a bunch of different options for you of recommendations. Maybe you click article. So once you leave that main screen, you get in there, if you don't like it, you can just change it again. So let's go back to, I want to go to newsletter. I'm going to click this email newsletter. I kind of like the ones that they pitched up here. Let's see. Let's grab a different one. Sorry, my scroll is not working. Come on. I'm just having so many technical difficulties right now. What is happening? Come on. Okay. Guys, bear with me. All right. I'm going to try this again. So we're going to grab another one. All right. So maybe we like That was actually the one I wanted. That's okay. So let's maybe do this one here. Let's see what the second page looks like. That's just one. Let's do this. Perfect. This will still allow me to show you what I want to. Okay. Here we go. So now let's take a look. So I like this one. This might work for us. And I've already decided that I'm going to have a couple articles. I want to have 2 articles. So maybe I'm going to need more pages on this one. I like this one. It's going to work better than the last one, but you know, it doesn't have my face on it. And I really want to have, you know, branded my face on everything. We like to put our faces on everything, don't we? And it's not got enough articles. I wanted more articles. So maybe this is your intro one, where this first page is going to be about you. And then the other one, I wanted to have 2 articles to really add value. If you come here and just click duplicate page, super easy way to make it not look exactly the same. It's just to reverse some of the stuff, right? So I can see here, the first page, I just duplicated the second page. So now I have an identical third page. Let's just take this guy here. We're going to move him over here. Hold on, let's group him first, actually. So group, I'm going to move him over here for the second. I'm going to take this. It looks like this is already grouped. Wonderful. I'm going to slide this down, keeping it in the realm of things. And then I'm going to grab this guy and put him back up here. There we go. And look, he's centered. Perfect. Okay. So now it doesn't look exactly the same. Well, I'm looking at that and maybe it's still a little bit too similar. Easy. Ungroup this and swap them. You don't have to be a graphic designer, right? That's the whole point of this. We're just going to grab things, throw them in different spots, make it a little bit different, add that variation, and it's going to really look good, I promise. So I'm just sliding this guy over. Great. So now let's take a look at it. Okay, that looks like a very cohesive but varied newsletter. And once you start throwing pictures in, you'll see that any replication that you may see here is going to go away. So maybe we're going to type in house. And I'm going to use this photo. So I'm going to go to photos. And I'm going to grab, I know this one's used in all of them, but we're just going to throw this guy in here. And we're going to throw this guy in here. Really, your photos need to be part of what you're going to be talking about. But the beautiful thing is if it's just talking about houses, just throw a random house in there. Okay. So now when we look at this, it's already looking really good here. So now my last predicament though, right, was that I wanted to have my face in there. So let's just go ahead and figure out how to do that. So we're going to come over to elements again. I'm going to click that to start a new search, if you will. And you see this tab here. Let's try if I can scroll again. Thank goodness I can. You have the ability to scroll down. Let's see, there's frames. So when you're looking for things, you want to, if you want to add additional photos in, you're going to find this frames and click see all. All right, so now I can come in and find a random frame that works for what I want my face to be on. And so I'm just going to, if I wanted to search square, I can do that. Square frame. And here you are. There's some rounded edges. This one's got a little bit of an outline. This one's a little less rounded. I'm going to click this one here because if you notice, all of the photos are all just normal squares. I'm going to keep in that same plan and just pop her in. I'm going to offset it a little bit, make it look intentional. Or maybe you stick it here. That could be kind of cute. And then come back over to my uploads. grab my picture again. And there you have it. Then I can put in here something about, maybe I put this as ocean view. You know, I like to focus on ocean view, and I'm going to put a picture of that in there. So I'm going to say beach. Oh, that's still in my uploads. Let's go beach here. Oh, let me come out of frames. Beach photos. And let's grab this one. Wonderful. It's got pink tones just like mine. There, that's kind of fun. So I've got that in there. Maybe this is going to be my introduction one, first time ever. If you're creating this newsletter for the first time, come up with something fun to call it. And, you know, honestly, the easiest thing to put in this little section here is something like, you know, I'm so excited to start this newsletter to keep you on top of what's happening in Hampton Roads and nationally in the real estate industry. I hope that you enjoy this little monthly read, and then you'll just copy and paste your little blurb that you have on your homes.com bio, right? So we should all at this point have our little bio about ourselves for HomeSnap, because people are searching you that way. Or if you have a website, grab your bio, throw it in here. And then this section here is just going to be what your different articles are. So now we've gotten to this point, you know, we've edited this. Wonderful, wonderful. But oh no, now I have to actually write an article. Nay, pussycat. No, you don't. We're doing fast and easy here, right? So we're going to come over to our National Association of Realtors, and let's just scroll down and see what kind of articles they have. Marketing, let's find research and statistics, news and events. These are the things that people are going to want to see. Let's actually come to this one here. And so I'm just going to find an article in here. Maybe I go to blogs, maybe you go to this one, the Realtor Magazine. I will say the newsletters and emails, these ones on this website are going to be more geared towards agents. So my recommendation is to come to the blogs or the magazine option. So I'm going to click this one here. Okay, so let's just see what their top articles are for right now. Bold action needed. Realtors are attacking supply and affordability challenges to bring down barriers or would-be home buyers. Let's see. Wealth builders. This could be a good one. This is cool. Agent sparks movement to clean up Baton Rouge streets. That could be an interesting one. Modular stacks up to stick build. That's kind of cool. So something, whatever, again, your clients are going to find interesting. Maybe you have a lot of business professionals, and housing workforce is something that you want to look at. I'm going to come down to wealth builders. Let's take a look at this one. This sounds good. Let's come to this. All right, so I've now gotten an article. I've read through it. I want to use this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the article. I'm going to scroll, doopy-doopy-doo. And I'm going to do Control-C. We're going to come back over to this. I'm going to do V here, Control-V. So I've got that in there. I want to make sure that all of my, please don't go away. Okay. I want to make sure, yeah. So I actually should have 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. So sometimes your formatting can be lost. I'm going to pop back over here. It was right here that the other one was. I'm going to add another one there. And actually I'm going to see, okay, this is now uneven. Let's go ahead and just cut this one out here and throw it onto this side. B. And maybe you want to do more, right? Like do put in more time, obviously, than this quick version that I'm showing you. I would probably want to put a bit more of the article on there, but see that it says like there's so much more to this, right? Well, Christy, what are you thinking? How are you going to do that? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, Control C, and I'm going to put at the bottom of the screen a quick little be here. Oops, it actually did the thing. I want to add a text box, and I'm going to do Control V. Why are you not grabbing what are so to grab? Okay, let's try that again. Control C. So I've got the web address. If you want to look up what I actually have done, why is this not working? My technical difficulties today, y'all. Just, I appreciate you. Let's try it old school way. All right. Maybe I'm going to actually type in. There we go. There we go. Okay, it did work that time. Okay, fabulous, fabulous. I'm just going to make this. Let's see. This is an 8, so I'm going to make this an 8. I'm going to unbold it because I don't need it to be bolded. I don't need it to be capitalized. And we're just going to slide this guy down. Okay, we're not looking for perfection. Just going to throw him on there. And there. So now I have where I've gotten it from. If you actually want to go on there, what I truthfully often do, it's just whether or not you want to do it or not. But I personally go on and do like the actual, what is it called? Way to, like you, when you're writing a paper, how you call those out. I typically do that. And I'll show you an example of one of mine, but that way, you know, everything's kosher. It's obvious that I'm citing it. So if you want to look up different citations, there are a lot of different options for you. There's like an Oxford or this or that, however you want to do it. But if you don't even want to go that far, just throw on the website, and that way there's at least some kind of reference to where you got that. It's also recommended to put the title of this article here. So this would be called Wealth Builders. And I am going to acknowledge who it was by. Wealth Builders. And it was by, let's see, oftentimes it will be at the bottom. Oh, here we go. Farrah Wilder. Okay, and then I'm going to italicize this because it's a magazine. Wonderful, wonderful. And so now I've got this on here, and maybe I use a better photo because again, it might be helpful. This could be a call out from, you know, like they do in magazines, one line that really sticks out to you. Maybe you throw that in here, okay? And then when you go to the next page, well, now I need a second article, but I haven't finished this one. Hold that thought. Let's find our second one. Here's another resource for you. What? Rain? Yes. Instead of logging in, let's actually scroll down and see their news. If you look down here, they have their own information. And this is great because this is, again, where NAR is going to be your national stuff. This is going to be specifically Hampton Roads. So let's take a look at maybe doing this. Prices climb as summer market heats up. Maybe you have a lot of sellers and they need to hear that. Inventory up slightly, prices remain steady. Oh wait, but that was May. So let's look at their most recent ones. Just be cognizant of that because they don't write these a ton. So there might only be like one option a month. So let's take a look and see, they've already got the call out that they've done. That's kind of what I was talking about there. So maybe we do this here, June stats, copy, We're going to throw this in there. Or maybe you just want the June stats. Maybe this is your stats page. If you work with a lot of high C personalities or something like that, maybe your client base is going to be more interested in just the stats. So let's do that. June data points from rain. And we're going to just grab these guys in here. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of the multi. Well, let's see if we can fit the multi-bullet into this template. Okay. So we could do that. I personally am going to actually grab this and just make it one long one. There we go. All right. And we're going to call this June data points. If I was in your client list, this is the stuff that I would care about from rain. Okay, I'm going to delete that because we've already called out who this is from. Maybe I'm going to slide this up just a little bit. And then for this, I'm going to come back over here and look at this lovely little graphic they have. View image. Let's do that. Now I'm going to try and copy this image and just paste it over. Here it is. So it kind of did go on here. I can either delete that one, or if you want to have multiple ones on here, I'm personally just going to delete this guy because I don't want to have any kind of stacking or multiple pictures. I just want to have the actual market summary. So I'm going to pull this over here. Maybe I make this a little bit more narrow. Bring him over. Great. So there, I'm pretty happy with that. I've got an article, I've got stats. Maybe I want to have one other page. Typically, I would keep this pretty short, right? So I would keep it at 3 pages at the max personally. And again, I try to kind of vary it. So maybe during the holiday season, I have one article, and then like I had a cute little TikTok video of how to wrap presents, just something fun, maybe recipes on the last page. I've done a lot of like the national holidays. Here's what the month of August has for those silly little like socks day or whatever like that, so you can kind of figure out as you go. But for this first one, maybe we just have this introduction and then 2 actual articles, and then as you kind of get into your groove, you change that. But again, I would keep it at 2 to 3 articles at the max. So say I'm happy enough with this, I don't need anything else, and pretending that I have edited all of this, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do download. And I am actually going to leave it in PNG. If I were to want to print this, I would put it into PDF, but I'm going to show you why I'm going to do it in PNG. So we're going to leave it like this. Now, when you're downloading something with a PNG that's multiple pages, I want to show you what it's going to do. It's going to throw it into a zip folder. So see here, there you go. It's in a zip file. So now I have this zip file that I have to work with. So I'm going to pop over to MailChimp. This is another super free thing for you. You can, there are free versions of this one. I'm going to log in here. Okay, come on. We're just going to use this one for now. So you're going to get into MailChimp and you're going to create an email. So if this is your first time making one, then you're just going to do this design email. Maybe after a little bit, you can just replicate them. I'm not going to show you that today. I'm just going to show you how to get started, but you are able to duplicate a campaign and make that into a template if you find one that you like. So let's. Okay, so we're going to name this. So edit name, let's call this our August newsletter, so we know, save that. And you're going to have uploaded all of your subscribers. It's super easy. It's just a CSV file. Obviously, my thing is taking too long to load, so I just kept myself in my my Tidewater Association one, so just ignore that. But you're gonna put in all of your people there. Subject, so let's add a subject line. And in the free version, you can only have one list, just so you know. It's not going to be able to be broken out into different segments in the free version. If you wanted to pay for a version, you can definitely look at that. But again, I'm always using the free versions of things. So subject line, this is going to be that top thing. So let's say hashtag your home with Hall August newsletter. And then here in the preview, this is that little blurb that pops up underneath it. So let's maybe call out different things. So I'm going to say wealth building and June. We'll pretend it was July, or yeah, it was June market stats. And June Hampton Roads market stats. 757, how about market stats? Okay, we're gonna save this. You are able to add emojis into this. I know you've seen a lot of brands and companies are doing that now. So a lot of times when I am sending this for, the holidays, or if there's something going on or whatever, maybe this wealth building, I should have done the money flying symbol emoji. Send time, you'll do that. So let's say I want this to go out the first. Oh, sorry, that's apparently locked now. So you can only do send now if you want to have that, which is easy enough. Because you can save it, you can finish later, see? So you'll just save it as draft. All right, so we're going to ignore that one right there. We're going to put send now and save. All right, let's get into the meat of it. Content, here we go, design. So doesn't matter, you can use whatever. I'm just doing the classic because that's what I'm used to. All right. So really, you don't have to really go through this stuff too much. I'm just going to click the first one because we've already made our actual template, right? We've already made our newsletter. If we were to try and make a newsletter in here, you could totally do that as well. I like the way I can customize and add a little bit more flair with Canva. So this is why I do it this way. If you wanted to type everything specifically into the MailChimp templates, you can. I just find them a lot less eye-catching personally. So maybe I don't have any like additional things I want up here. So I'm going to delete that. If you have a logo, fabulous. If you don't, you can delete this as well. So I'm just going to delete that out. Okay, fabulous. So now here, I'm going to add this picture in here. So I'm going to click into this guy, style. Let's see. Sorry, here we go. We're going to replace this picture. And we're going to upload one of the pictures. So we're going to come over to upload. Now I want to show you first. See how you're going to try and open this we can't upload that file type, right? So you are going to have to extract those files. So let's come to here. I know you guys know how to do this, but I'm just going to show you. You're going to right click and you're going to click, come on, extract all. There we go. Extract. Great. So now you can see the version where it's got a zipper and the non-zipper version. So now you have unzipped this file. You are now able to upload those. So let's come back. Let's find that one instead. And there you see it. Boom, boom. Because I put it in the same place. Obviously, you probably want to put in different, you know, maybe you're going to name it August newsletter or something like that. So you're able to upload multiple ones at a time. But you want to make sure you're putting in your first one first. So I'm going to click that one and insert. Look, it kind of uploaded them in different order. So just be aware of that. So I've got this on here. Wonderful. I don't want any additional things here. So I'm going to delete that because I don't have any other verbiage. Now I want to, I don't want multiple pictures. So I'm going to delete that one. Okay. So I'm going to leave that button though. We're going to use that in a second. So see here, I'm going to do duplicate block. And it's put it down here. So I'm going to click into this one. I'm going to replace this picture. And I'm going to put in my second page and insert. All right. Now, I'm going to scroll down. And with this button, I'm going to edit this one. And I'm going to click right in, continue reading article. And then this link to web address here, I'm going to pop back over to this guy. I'm going to grab this again, Control C, oops, Control V here. And there you go. And you can change this too. So if you wanted to change the color, if you want to round edges, there's little different things that you can do with that. So if you wanted to try and match this to this picture here, I'm going to scroll up. You're just going to do the best you can, unless you want the exact color. So you can either grab this, get it as close as possible. So I'm going to put it here. Let's see, a little more greeny blues. And we're going to do some dusty color there. See, that's pretty close. And that was just me like ballparking it, right? But if you want the exact one, you're going to come back over to your design. You're going to click into something that you have the color of, click color, and hover over, and there's your actual color. So I'm going to try and remember 80A6A3. I'm going to pop up over here. 80A6A3. And when I click enter, there. Now it's the exact color. All right. So however exact you want to be, I'm an exact person, y'all know that. So that's why I know how to do that way. But all right. So then I would just do the same thing. So I have continue reading article. Now I'm going to click into this guy again, because I have one more page, right? So I'm going to click this guy, duplicate. But look, when I do that, it's going to have thrown off my button. So I'm going to click into this button and see this right here where it says drag to reorder. I'm going to slide him up. Come on, bud. Scroll. How about I move you down? That might work a little bit better. There we go. Boom. All right. So now I have page one. I didn't need any buttons for that one because I didn't have any continued information there. here's this, and maybe you put on there, click button to continue reading, click button below or something like that. Scroll down, there's the button. Scroll down, there's the next page that we need to change out the photo for, replace. Here's my last page, insert, and now I'm done. Now I can send this off. Now, if this is your first time, make sure you edit these to put in the correct addresses. So you would want to put in your actual URL here for your Facebook, maybe remove the Twitter if you don't have it. So I can click this X and it takes it right off. If you have a website, you can do that, Instagram, what have you, and just put that in there. With the free version, it is going to have MailChimp's information on it, like little branding. So I'm going to click preview and let's do a test email. And let's do it to my home with Hall. Okay, so I should be getting an email here. My internet is just really struggling right now. Okay. Okay, and here's my test email. So this is what it's going to look like when it goes out to people. Wonderful. Let's pop back over to this guy. And you can also push to mobile. You want to see what that would look like. Another way you can test is by just opening that same one on your cell phone. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to pull up what it looks like on my mobile. Yep, fabulous. Able to be read. Super simple. Maybe the font should be a touch larger. So that's good to know. Now I know that I would need to go back and make it a little bit bigger. Font, not a problem. And then I would do continue and it would walk me through, it would actually send it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually end there. But I hope you all kind of got a bit out of that because at that point, really the last thing is just that it sends it out. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I wish you the best of luck in creating all of your lovely newsletters. It is a lot of fun and I really hope that you get a good response out of it. Thanks, guys.